Welcome back, everybody. This is Scott from MischOutdoors. We're on our second set of opening weekend rifle season in Missouri. We're up here in the tree stand. As you can see, the tree behind me will kind of give you a panoramic view. This is my view. So we sat out here this morning and it was pretty windy. It was a little warm, so there wasn't really nothing going on. Didn't see any deer, just a few squirrels, so I didn't even bother recording anything. But I figured I'd bring you back for this sit. Feeling optimistic. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Hopefully something will come through. We've got about 2 hours before end of shooting light, roughly. Maybe a little bit, a few minutes more than that. But we're gonna give it a sit. Hopefully something will come through and we'll get a kill. If I do, obviously if we see a deer, I'll turn the camera back on and bring you guys along. But if we don't get anything this evening, we'll be back again in the morning. We're gonna be here all weekend. I'm gonna sit tonight, all of Sunday, basically a morning sit, an evening sit Sunday, and also a morning sit on Monday. Hopefully we'll be able to harvest something. I might bring you back once we get back to camp. I got a few buddies from work. We're all camped out together, kind of doing a little deer camp thing, something I ain't done in probably 10 years. One of my buddies, he hasn't deer hunted in 40 years, so I'm hoping that one of us gets on something. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you back with some action and we'll have some deer down. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Well, one of the guys in our camp, his stands down the trail about probably close to a half a mile. He just texted and he killed the buck. So this is Sunday afternoon. This is my fourth time sitting in this tree. I haven't seen squat except for some squirrels. None of us have gotten anything up until this point, but them two guys that had their stand down farther on a different ridge, in the last 2 days they've seen 4 different deer, and he finally was able to get a shot off at one. So here in a few they're gonna gut the deer and drag it out, and if we don't get any action at that point, then the next footage you'll see will be of my buddy's deer. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad he was able to harvest. So we still got tomorrow if we don't get anything this evening. So hopefully a couple of the other guys here will be able to harvest. So it's been a rough opening weekend for rifle season here in Missouri, at least here for us anyway. But I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got a buck. I'm gonna shut up now and keep watching. We still got about an hour and a half before dark, so maybe I'll get lucky and something will come strolling through over this way. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Scott from MischOutdoors. It is Tuesday, November 25th. As you can see, I got my orange on. Just got off work. I'm gonna head out to the blind here at the house. We're gonna see if we can maybe get lucky and one of these bucks will come through and we can get a shot off at it. Rifle season was not eventful for me. I didn't film anything from deer camp. There was a couple of guys
that was there that I didn't really know, so I didn't really want to put them on camera, make anybody uncomfortable or anything like that. I didn't see anything the entire weekend. One of the guys got a shot off at a spike. He was able to harvest. It was dark. Couldn't get any video of that either. And he was one of the guys that I didn't know very well. So we didn't get any footage of that. I took my daughter out to the same spot, the same area anyway, of the public land last weekend. We didn't see nothing. Tried 2 different spots in that area. Just whatever the case is in this area, it's few and far between. There's not a lot of people harvesting. I've talked to a bunch of people. Nobody's having any luck. The guys from work, a couple of them guys have tried multiple different areas. Nothing. But I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm going to go out here to the blind, and I'm going to sit again. This is the last day of the actual firearm season, and then it rolls into CWD, which I believe goes until the end of this weekend. So I'll have a few more opportunities to get something using a rifle. Here at home, I'll be using a shotgun with a slug, and then it'll roll into alternative and, extended youth and all the other different sections of deer season as they have it here in Missouri. But I'll quit rambling on. I'm gonna get my butt out here in this blind, and I'm gonna get everything set up. And if something comes through and we were able to get a shot off at it, then I'll bring you guys back. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. All right, everybody, we're out here in the blind. I highly doubt that any deer is gonna come through here because apparently some clown up the street is just out here blasting. Now, I don't know if he's actually hunting and he's that bad of a shot, but I literally just heard like 5 or 6 shots in a row, and then after a couple of minutes, another 4 or 5 shots in a row. Sounds like a high-powered rifle, but if it's somebody up there just clowning around, they may have just one of 2 things. They ruined my hunt, or maybe the deer will come from that direction and come in here. But that's the update. I got about an hour and 15 minutes left of daylight. Well, legal shooting light anyway. And I just wanted to bring you back and give you an update that this is probably not going to happen because this idiot up the street is just busting rounds off for no apparent reason. Or he's just a horrible, horrible shot. And he just took about 7 or 8 shots at a deer. Either case, it may have just boned me for my hunt, but we're going to go ahead and sit here till dark anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky and something will come running this way with all that shooting up the road there. It sounded like the same gun, so I'm thinking it's just one idiot up there playing, or one idiot up there that just has no business being out in the woods because it don't take 8 shots to kill a deer. So anyway, that's my rant. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off and sit back and be quiet and sit here until dark and hope that something comes through, which I highly doubt. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Alright, that same doe's back again. I think I'm gonna have to start charging her rent. Maybe the buck will follow. Trying to be super quiet. I'm pretty sure this is the same doe that's came in the last 2 or 3 times I've sat out here. And I could very easily harvest this one. But I really would like to wait and see if one of them bucks will show up. A little bit later in the season, I may not be so picky and I might go ahead and take her out. But we're gonna sit around and wait a little bit. Maybe a buck will show up. So I guess all that shooting really didn't hurt our hunt. So stay tuned. Hopefully one of the bucks will show up. Alright, we got 3 of them in here. I'm gonna take the biggest one. Can't tell if I got it or not. Some clown around the corner is just popping fucking rounds off. Got that one. For sure. Probably can't see me. I think I missed the first one, but I definitely got that one. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go in the house. We're gonna go ahead and get our light, and then we're gonna go track this one. Stay tuned. All right, as you just seen, we shot at 2 doe. I'm not 100% sure if I hit the first one. My microphone was dying, so hopefully the footage I'll have to see when I go to edit this video. Hopefully the footage is good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you on the hat mount, and then we're gonna go collect the second one that I shot, because I know for a fact she dropped, because when I shot her, she flopped. I didn't turn the shot cam on that one because I wasn't expecting that deer to turn around, because there was 3 that came in. I wasn't expecting that deer to turn around and come back towards me, but she did, so I went ahead and put one in her. I'm gonna go see if there's blood from the first one I shot, and then I'm gonna go grab the one I know is dead and drag it up, and then I'm gonna go try to see if I can find the other one. The other one that I shot at first was much bigger, but it's meat, so stay tuned. We're gonna bring you along. All right, I'm bringing you along. Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna throw you up on the hat mount, and hopefully I have it adjusted correctly, so be patient with me here. I'm gonna go right across my trail cameras, unfortunately. So that second one I shot was right here. Let's see if we can find blood. I think that first one was right here. Oh yeah, we got blood. Yeah, we got good blood, so that one's down too. I just gotta find her. Nice. So we got 2 down. And here's, oh wow, that's real good blood from the second one. And she went up here and crashed. Hopefully you can see. With it being on top of my head, I can't tell how it's facing. So she should be up in here. So let me back up and follow blood instead of just trampling all over the place like an idiot. Matter of fact, okay, we got blood here, and it goes through here. There's more blood here, blood here, blood here. Oh, of course, we're gonna go through the thickest stuff we can go through. I don't know how well you can hear me. Oh, we got lots of blood here. We got blood this way. So, let's see, did she go this way or this way? She went this way. There's blood here. She crashed through there. There's good blood there. Lots of blood here. Lots of blood here. Oh yeah. She can't be far. There's good blood here. Wow, it gets thick over here too. There's some on the tree. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's good in there. I'm gonna have to go around this. So
So we'll go around. Oh, she's spraying. Alright, so where did it go? So there's some here. Alright, this way. There's some more there. There's some more there. Lots more here. This way. So, more here. Small blood here. Wow, it's thick over here. Some more blood. More blood here. A lot of blood here. There she is. There's one. Yeah, ow, thorns. I figured she'd run into the thorns. We're gonna drag her the other way. We're not going back through that thick stuff. I guess maybe we're gonna have to. Oh, just caught you on a tree. I should have brought a strap. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna go get a strap. And then I gotta try to find this other one. All right. We're gonna go ahead and turn you off. Now that you went on that wild ride, I'm gonna get a strap to wrap around this girl's legs and drag her up here a little easier. And then I'm gonna hunt for the other one. So stay tuned. As soon as we get them laid out, then we'll show you. Okay, I had to strip off all these hunting clothes because I'm about to sweat to death. So I was able to recover them both. I'll go ahead and spin you around and show you. So there's the second one I shot. There's the first one I shot. I shot her and she bolted, and I was using a 12 gauge with a Slug, so it kind of bounced me a little bit and I couldn't keep on her, so I wasn't 100% sure if I hit her or not. And then this clown ran off into the woods and then turned around and walked right back out to where she was standing. So I went ahead and gave them the business also. So this one I'm gonna gut and I'm gonna hang it, and a buddy of mine is gonna come pick it up in the morning. It's gonna be cold enough, it should be fine, but he's gonna take this one. This one's gonna go to the processor and become summer sausage. So it wasn't a buck, but it was a 2 for 1. So that makes 3 deer I've harvested so far this deer season. I was gonna say, if I didn't get anything, that rifle season has not been good to me, because it hasn't up until this point. We sat multiple times on public land. I sat multiple times out here at the house. I believe this smaller one is the doe that has been coming in multiple times, and I kept letting her walk and kept letting her walk. Well, tonight I decided if it came in again, it wasn't walking this time. It just so happens that that one, the big one, and another one came in. So, and I was only initially going to take the big one, but since I wasn't for sure that I hit her or not, and the other one turned around and walked right back to me, I went ahead and took them both out. I have plenty of tags, so we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get these things gutted up and get them hanging. As you know, you can't show that kind of stuff on YouTube, so we're gonna end the video here. I hope everybody enjoyed. Hope everybody else had a good harvest. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. It would help the channel tremendously. I appreciate you watching, and catch you on the next one.